this lock. See if there's anything good in here. Maybe somebody, not a lot either. Open. There. And the poison's in the vat.
Breathe!
What was that? Press down, I'll have a few things there. Oh well. Now that's done, we can go see what our good deeds have done. Good deeds. Not bad though, 2 jobs in 1 set. Or 1 part. Should be anyway. Probably would have had it done sooner if I didn't wait there for a few minutes. Or a few seconds. There we are.
Was something we discussed unclear? Well, it's about time. I had to stall the captain until you were finished. You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must.
Asshole. So let's wait.
Well, Sebjorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Hunting Brew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored. By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said, move.
Farewell, Sebjorn.
Talk about corrupt city guard, though. Jeez.
I don't think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need before you head back to Riften? Anything else you need before you head back to Rift? So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help.
Alright, thank you.
Remember to put in a good word with Maven.
Of course. Jump. Up we go. I do love the fact that this is a little thing, but it still adds a little more realism. Dust particles. Not a lot of games would put in that little of a detail for just, light beams. Now, if you want to steal shit from here, make sure you crouch, because there are holes in the floor, and if he sees you, it will still count as you stealing. Now, I find it funny that he drinks, the guy we just framed, drinks Blackbriar mead, even though he's their leading competitor. Let's take that. And now for the item to sell to Delvin. it's starting to pick up. You want this. The Hunting Brew decanter. Ah, the sound of rain. I apologize if that's louder, I can't tell from the recording. I don't have it as a playback in my headset, so I can't hear it. I may have to set that up just so I can make sure what it sounds like while recording. Oh, God, that's so soothing. I'm one of those people that find rain very soothing. And now to save. I'm pretty much going to be saving after every job. They're starting to come down. Fresh rain. Yeah, this one. Sorry, my leg is killing me. Alright, off to the Thieves Guild we go. Oh, I gotta talk to Maven first. You know the old wives' tale about rain affecting your joints? It's true. Ow. Whenever a storm brews by, my joints really start to hurt. Specifically to my knee, jeez. That's had the weirdest thought pop in my head. If somewhere, for some reason, there's a wiki about Memento Mori, the new entry under the trivia. That would be bizarre to find a wiki about Memento Mori.
What a waste. Oh. What happened?
I trust you have good news. This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol. Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services.
Dagger of Despair, nice.
I believe we're done.
If I find there's nothing on that paper. Like, huh, weird symbol and weird words. Look at the paper. Nothing. It's psychic paper! The doctor has been in Skyrim. Come on. Sleeping? Oh, let's... Guess I'll have the drinks from someone later.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him. Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild? Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the Guild. Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Alrighty. Let's go do that. Where is Mercer? There he is.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol. It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. They're well funded, and they've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gollum Eye. Gollum Eye is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, and see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
Alrighty. Man, you have fleet feet.
I can't believe Gollum Eye's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind. Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gollum Eye, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gollum Eye's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot.
Alrighty then. Before we do that, let's go sell this canter to Devlin. Or Delvin, whatever his name is. Come on. There he is.
Got lots of jobs available. Interested? Well, well. If you happen across any, I think you'll find this payment to be more than
He
fair.
pretty much says the same thing for
Where you up
2 or 3 of
There's
the
work to be done.
objects. He'll say, I've been looking for this, and then something else, and then finally he'll be astonished with something else. I'm pretty much going to skip them once we've heard them once before. So let's see where the decanter is on the shelf. That's right there next to the flagon. Okay. Now, there was a glitch with one of those larceny targets, which is what they're called. The very last one, you couldn't sell to Delvin in the vanilla Skyrim. The very original one without the patches. However, I believe, and this is unfounded, but I believe that that's changed. Well, not unfounded, I've done it before. But, that may have been one of the times where the glitch didn't kick in. I can't remember if it was a scripting error or something along those lines where you just couldn't get it. Before we teleport, I'm going to drink some blood. Because I haven't drinking in a while. I found out that I had 11 balls of blood in my house. But, what was it? What was I gonna say? There was a scripting error that sometimes occurred that basically said that couldn't allow you to sell the artifact or the item to Delvin. I believe with the most recent patch that got the legendary perk tree thingy, that's since been fixed. Not 100% sure on that though. I may be thinking of PC Skyrim, which I do have as well. That may be what it is, because you can use a console command to force the transaction. Into the Linking Skeever. That sounds so wrong on so many levels. Before we talk to him, I'm going to save once more because he has something we're going to need to pickpocket from him. There we are. It is a key to where we're going to be going right after this. Hopefully, though, my speechcraft is high enough to where I can intimidate or persuade him to stop it. Regardless, if not, I'm about to bribe him. Okay. Hello.
So, what do we have here? I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. All right. Had I known this deal would bring me this much trouble, I never would have accepted the gold. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry. It was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
Oh, really? You think so, huh? He's like, I saw nothing. Well, that was the easiest pickpocket I've ever done. Luckily, I know exactly where he's going, so... I salute. I respect anyone that can play an instrument. It's so difficult. I spent to be a better part of 5 years, I think, trying to learn the piano. All self-taught, of course. We didn't have the money to afford piano lessons, but tricky business. I definitely respect the person who even came up with a bloody instrument to begin with. love the piano. It's one of my favorite instruments, next to the violin and the flute. But regardless, I respect anyone that can play an instrument, regardless of what it is. I don't find any instrument being stupid. Speaking of which, fun fact that you can add to the Memento Mori wiki. Lone Sliver, he was in a Let's Play of mine. A few of them, actually. Final Fantasy VII, Shadow of the Colossus, and Silent Hill Shattered Memories. He's actually a distant relative to Ben Franklin, from what he's been telling me, which I believe is an outright lie, but have to take him as word because he doesn't have any. I don't have any other reason to, not believe him. One of the interesting things that a lot of people don't know is, from what I remember at least, is that Franklin invented the glass harmonica, which is an outright eerie yet awesome instrument. I recommend looking it up. And if you can play that motherfucker, my god. Alright. There we go. We need to get over there. Hi, goat. I don't understand why there's a random goat here. But he does show us a nice way to go. That's part of the purpose for him being here, showing us a secret path. Ooh. Never noticed that before. Careful, because if anyone sees us, we told them to leave. Because we're technically trespassing. I would use Aura Whisper, but right now it's not the best of ideas. I think I'm doing good. The staircase to our left we're going to have to go up. You can see it right now. There we go. This is for the larceny target for this mission. Sometimes the map will be invisible, so just put your cursor right here and click it. That's Wolf Pelt. Be careful, they can still see you from even up here. There he is. I think we have to wait for him to go through the door to unlock it. I'm not 100% sure on that though, so I don't want to risk going down there and getting caught. And of course, the Nordic boats look like Viking longboats. Of course they would. Not sure why he's heading over there. He does this all the time, but I never followed him over there. Curious. Here he comes again. Maybe when he gets some meat or something. Cookies. Back up a little bit so he doesn't see us. And down he goes. Not sure if anyone actually saw me. Here we go. Now we can stop being sneaky. If you want to. There's still ways to get around without being seen. I'm going to try my best to do that. Alright. Yeah, we don't have to be stealthy here anymore. Don't have to be.
Need me some scuba.
Lying little
Important
harlot.
stuff. Just one last time.
Could be anyone's. Wouldn't get one plus deceptive for me.
Is someone there?
Of course. Sorry. You only have one shot. There are some spires in there. Really nice to know if I can do that silently. Yes. Big guy. God, what's with me not hitting the big ones? Used to be able to do that easily. Come on. Sorry, hon, that doesn't help me. Ooh. I think she's a bad archer. She just darted off. Solitaire. Remember not to kill the Argonian. He's off somewhere. Sorry, buddy. Crap, that was a bad shot. Hey. There's a Nordic one. Hi. How you doing down there? Much more over here.